Hey everybody, it's Astro D. And yes, I am back today to discuss this week's astrology horoscope and to talk about the love scopes as well. How do I incorporate it all? I will talk about your Venus sign, and I want to talk about this full moon that we are having today. And I have this lovely location in the park, right? I thought it was pretty cool. I don't know what happened to the geese. There were a lot of geese. You had to like dodge geese poop, but you don't have to do that now. So I really don't know where they are. I hope they didn't do anything to them, to make the park clean. It's like, yo, they live here. This is their park. So what's going on this week? I'm going to keep it real short and simple. This full moon's been kicking my behind. All right, it's in Pisces, and it's in a very watery sign, okay? This is the unconditional love sign. Oh, did I just? Okay, cool, that was cool. Yeah, this is the sign of unconditional love, Pisces, right? Pisces rules the 12th house. This is the spirit world. This is the world of the unknown, things that we cannot see. And this is directly right next to Neptune. So it's super, super spiritual, this full moon. And I also think it's about letting go, right? That's what Pisces is. Pisces has no boundaries. When we're talking about this sign, Pisces has no boundaries. So this is about being able to let go, but still be a part of, right? All is self with this Pisces full moon. So the full moon is occurring today, exactly today. And yes, I do have on a hat for a reason. But this full moon is occurring today. Oh, there was a geese. Is that a geese? Because they get loud and stuff, especially when you're trying to do something, and they like to stand in the middle of the road. So anyway, yes, this is occurring at 3 degrees today, the 26th of August today. So this Pisces full moon, unconditional love, and I'm also looking at my notes too if you see me look down here. Unconditional love, all right? What are we willing to let go of to love ourselves, right? To love others. Maybe there's some issues, maybe there's a lot of forgiveness that needs to happen in order for us to actually be able to move on, move forward, and progress spiritually. Okay, maybe there's a lot of deceptions that also need to be uncovered that have been going on, maybe self-deceptions, because I think Pisces is definitely more of the self-undoing and self-deception aspect of it, will rise to the surface here. So full moon, things coming to a culmination, an ending, just a rise. Oh, there is geese poop. Okay, so I love the animals now, but they don't want my poop, want to walk in my poop, I don't walk in theirs. So, okay, so I'm going to stay in this spot because it's a poop-free spot. So anyway, yes, talking about this full moon in Pisces is really important. And like I said, it's really important in a sense of where it is connected to. It's right next to Pisces, right next to Neptune. All right, this is a revelation. This is a deep spiritual revelation I think a lot of people will have. And I think with spiritual revelation, sometimes it hurts before it feels good. A lot of times when we're purging, because this is Pisces, Pisces is about purging, letting go, releasing, like throwing up. The process of throwing up is nasty and it doesn't feel good. However, once you've let out whatever toxins or poisons that were in your system, once you threw up, you feel better, right? You feel a lot better. So I want to go through, please excuse my camera work. I'm getting better with this new selfie stick stuff. It's really high tech to me, and it's, I'm an old lady at heart. This stuff is so high tech, and I'm just like selfie sticks and selfie this, selfie that, and I feel like with the whole facial recognition stuff, I don't want them, knowing my face and stuff all the time, but they already know who you are, so you can't even hide anymore. So anyway, let me start talking about conspiracy theory stuff. So I'm going to talk about this full moon starting, and I'm going to go through each sign, all right? And I hope you're also, you've liked, shared, subscribed to this wonderful Astrolotta page, and you've also hit me up with any questions on my Instagram at AstroDeeStars5. Any questions I'll bring to here, and I want to start answering. I want to do more Q&A for the people that have all these lovely questions, and I usually don't have the time to answer it. It has been very difficult. It's harder than I thought it would be to get back on the move and get going. Some days I feel awesome and some days I feel just totally horrible, and this weekend was one of them. So I just try to I found a spot. I just woke up I just woke up probably like an hour ago, and I said, get up, go do a video real quick, because if you don't, you will get in the flow of the day and do nothing for them. Don't give them anything. You guys have been so patient and awesome and encouraging. I had to do this video for you guys. So cool. My time is good. My timing's pretty good. All right. So, watching the kids food. All right. So anyway, starting with the full moon with Aries. Okay. So, and remember, I'm incorporating this into love as well, and I'm just touching on it, you know, because love doesn't make up every part of our whole life, okay? Sometimes there is just no love. It's about work. It's about money right now. It's about you getting your ish together, and it's not always about love, and we want to hear that, like, every week, that this is a love time for us, but it's just not, okay? It's just not for some people. But for Aries, okay, you got the full moon in their 12th house, all right? And Venus is in your 7th house right now. So this could be a scenario where, like, you might have been falling for somebody, and this full moon is revealing what you did not know about them, what you need to discover about them, or even about yourself. Maybe you're undoing the situation with this partner that you really like. You got Venus in your 7th house. You should absolutely be out there dating and meeting really lovely connections, you know, even if it's not romantic, but just lovely connections you should be having. But with this full moon in the 12th house, maybe it's a revelation of what all these connections that you've been making since Venus has been in your 7th house. What are these connections like? Have you been treating yourself well within the connections? Are you creating boundaries? This full moon is about boundaries. Are you done with the boundaries that someone keeps crossing in your 12th house? I know I am. So anyway, so with that being said, you know, combinations concerning things under the surface, things that were hidden to yourself should be revealed this weekend. You should have found out about a lot of stuff. And in matters concerning the heart as well could be connected to this as well, with Venus being in your 7th house. This is about a revelation. Because sometimes we self-undo ourselves, even if somebody likes us and we're like, do you like me? Why do you like me? What happened? Oh my God, you know, what makes me so special? All that stuff is a self-undoing. It's a doubt that, you know, this person is going to be with you. So that could be one scenario. Finances could be pretty good with Venus in the 7th as far as clients, if you have your own business. And I always spend too much time on you, Aries. Let me keep it moving now, because I could go on and on talking about a full moon in the 12th house. Also, like I said, keep your eyes open for revelations, spiritual revelations and things, you know, spirit guides coming to you and really telling you what it is, what the situation is. So meditation on the dreams, especially for Aries with this full moon. Taurus, full moon is in your 11th house. All right, this is about friends, concerning friendships. Should you really, you know, be continuing in this? I always say with the full moon in the 11th house is where we really question our associations. This is where we really understand what the association is actually doing for us. Okay, I've been a part of this group and it has helped me, you know, want to paint more or want to do some more activities. Thank you, group. I think this is a group I really want to stay with. Really asking yourself the question of, do you want to stay connected to certain friends? Venus is in the 6th house for you. So if there was a video I had mentioned too, with Venus going into Libra, yeah, that's still in your 6th house. So with Venus in the 6th house, it's making work a lot easier. Maybe you can even come to new epiphanies about where you want to spend your time, where you want to spend your work time. You know what I mean? Where do I want to work? Do I need to be here? I like this job. I like this job, and maybe a friend might have came to the job and pitched you off. It might have messed the situation up. Or maybe a friend might have came and helped the situation with Venus in the 6th house. So that means work situations are good. It's pleasant at the workspace. So therefore, with that full moon in the 11th, maybe bring a friend to the job. Maybe, you know, if you have come to a conclusion that a friend is for you, then maybe that friend, you know, can help, you know, your work situation. But it's usually a combination of understanding, you know, where you fall in the friend circle with that type of full moon. Where do you fall in the groups, in the places you belong to? You know, do you need to keep going? And it's in Pisces. So is this flow correctly? Boundaries. I go back to, this hat is so tight and I feel like my brain is going to explode, but I don't want to take it off until I'm done. You know, when you wash something too much and it gets too tight? Yeah. So anyway, basically for Pisces with that for Taurus with it being in Pisces, boundaries. Have your friends crossed too many boundaries that you need them to that you need to close in on? You know what I'm saying? Have you crossed your own boundaries, partying too much with your friends, not taking care of your health? Or are you in the right group that's helping you. They're like, you guys, let's go hiking. And now, you know, you're taking better care of your health. It's funner to take care of your health. You guys are going out with that Venus in the 6th house. You know, maybe a friend bought you a really cute pet. That's always nice. 6th house rules pets. So now we're talking about Gemini. Gemini, it's in your 10th house. Full moon is culminating some work issues. Where are we able to climb? Have we been able to climb the right way? Have I reached my peak? Am I done with what I've done here? You know, have I gone above and beyond what I'm normally doing? Is work reaching into my love life? Venus is in your 5th house. All right. Is this job or is this career, is there time to make a switch on it because you can't enjoy your life? All right. The 5th house is about our joy. What is our life, you know? And I know that Venus wants to have a good old time in that 5th house right now. So with you got having a full moon in your 10th house, this is really an understanding of, you know, your work situation. What is your reputation in the world? Have you totally partied it out with Venus in your 5th house and now you just look like a hoe? Have you totally created some amazing things with Venus in your 5th house and now are you the ish? All right, with that full moon in your 10th house, all that, especially if you're an artist, you know what I mean? All that, you know, what is that reputation? It's coming to a culmination. Maybe you've reached a peak. Maybe you've gotten that street props you're looking for. Maybe you just got that basic promotion or elevation of respect. Damn it, I stepped in poop. Ugh. Maybe you just got that elevation of respect, you know, in your industry. And sometimes that's really important, that people respect what you do in your industry, you know. So now we go to Cancer. Cancer, Gemini. Gemini, which is the 10th. Cancer, this full moon goes to your 9th house. The 9th house is where, you know, not our hopes, dreams, and wishes. That's the 11th. The 9th house, though, is where our ideals and philosophies belong. It's where our good luck is, right? So maybe you have decided that, you know, you're going on a foreign expedition now. Or maybe you have decided that it's time to change a certain belief that you might have about yourself. And for you, all right, Venus is in the 4th house. Maybe you want to, you know, do something nice to your home. Maybe you want to renovate your home, right? But you don't believe that you can do it. It's really that simple. Sometimes it doesn't have to be as complicated with these full moons. You know, for some people, it depends on your chart. It depends on what you've been doing with your life. It depends on your mentality and your perception, right? How you're going to take what happens during the full moon for you. So with that being said, you know, maybe it's time for you to wrap up an educational pursuit that you've been doing. Maybe a belief in your ability to do an educational pursuit. Some people want to go to school and just don't feel like they can do it. But you do have Venus in your 4th house, so go home and figure it out, right? If the home is a lovely place, you want to think about lovely ideas in a lovely place. So if there's any type of conflict that you might be having right now in trying to figure it out or trying to come to any kind of conclusions, be home. I think actually staying home this weekend, if you did, was probably a good idea for you with Venus in the 4th. Netflix and chill, straight up. That's Cancer. All right. Leo, full moon is in your 8th house. These are always tough full moons. 8th and 12th, I always say, are the toughest full moons. And we just want to hope that the full moon is aspected well in your chart. Your moon is aspected well in your chart, so it's not that bad. Photo bomb. I heard a duck. I heard a geese. Okay, so, yeah, you want to make sure. See, I digress. And it's okay, guys. I'm going to get right back on it. But sometimes, you know, it's a list of 12, and I just be like, oh, God, I got to go through the list. Okay, so anyway, Leo, full moon is in the 8th house. It's a tough full moon. This is a psychological full moon. This is the secrets that you hide from everybody else full moon. This is a nasty going into the depths of things that people don't like to talk about full moon. Crossing the boundaries of it. Maybe somebody was digging a little too deep for you and they have opened up some wounds. Maybe they crossed some boundaries and now they're opening up some wounds. Remember, Pisces is about crossing boundaries here, right? Or maybe somebody needed to cross a boundary. Maybe you were doing some spiritual stuff with a friend and all of a sudden they gave you a breakthrough. right? This is where we understand the psychology of why we do the rotten things we do. This is where we understand with the full moon in the 8th house, this is where you understand your deep hidden psychology. Why are you ticking the way you're ticking should come to the surface for you if you want to see it. If you want to see it, all right, Leo? Venus is in your 3rd. So this is about how to communicate that in a lovely way. I think you should talk to someone if you are feeling an emotional disturbance, an emotional or psychological disturbance. Speak to someone about it, because Venus is in your 3rd. You have an elegant way of expressing yourself that will come off good to the other person in a way that they can understand it and they can get it. You know what I'm saying? They can get what you're going through here. This is also kind of, you know, real simple if you've been trying to get a loan. If you've been, I don't know, hustling, trying to pickpocket your boo thing. Maybe now he's giving up the cash, all right? Changes in your spouse's life that are going to affect your life. Changes in other people's money that affects you and your pockets, all right? And I think other people's money is great. You know, it's nice getting stuff in the 2nd house and earning it, but it ain't nothing like just getting some money, all right, in the 8th house. Virgo, full moon is in the 7th, okay? Okay, Venus is in your 2nd. So full moon in the 7th house, this is that make or break it. You are the father. You are not the father. All of this is what is my connections here. Do I need to connect with somebody? Sometimes you could have a full moon in your 7th house and they'll be like, ooh, you're going to meet somebody. No, maybe you have a full moon in your 7th house and you'll realize how much you want to meet somebody. And that person doesn't always come. But you just realize, okay, shit, I need to make some adjustments in my life. I want someone in my life and they're not here. Why not? What is going on? Or why won't this person team up with me? Or hell no, I'd never be on a team with this person because they act like a damn fool, right? Venus is in your 2nd house. So this is about earning wealth. What is valuable to you? All right, so this is definitely a love time for you, Virgo, to really understand where's your worth? Where is your value? Is this other person of value to you? I mean, women could be of value to you, period, right now with Venus in the 2nd house. You know, just the feminine aspect, whatever that is. But just that essence of femininity or women or whatever can be of high value to you, and you can make some money, right? No, I'm not saying be a pimp, Virgo. I'm just saying you can make some money concerning things of Venus, with Venus being in their 2nd house. But with that full moon in the 7th, this is really coming at the crossroads. See you at the crossroads like Bone Thugs. You know what I'm saying? This is where you finally make the decision if you want to continue on in a partnership that you're in, whether you want to keep working with your contractor, whether you want to keep working with your manager, whether you want to keep working with your damn husband or your wife, all right? Because that is a business. The marriage is a business once you sign contracts and stuff. It's just like starting a business. It's so creepy how the paperwork is that you got to fill out, checking for goose poop. You know, it's creepy, the paperwork you do have to fill out for marriage sometimes. It's like, is this a business? Is this a job? I couldn't go somewhere and somebody was just like, tough it out. Tough it out. What do you mean? Suck it up and come. And I'm like, is this a job or are we going to hang out? What the hell? So anyway, so that's going on for Virgo. Libra, you got a full moon in your 6th house. So, full moon in the 6th house, Venus is in the 1st. This is definitely about health. Health, how you're coming off, how you're appearing to other people. Are you taking care of yourself? Do you love your body? Are you loving on yourself enough that you be careful what you put in it, what you put on it, right? Make sure you're very careful about how you take care of your body. Okay, Libra, be very careful about that. Venus is though in the 1st, making you look lovely. So get your hair done, get your nails done, but exercise. Do it in a healthy way, because a lot of combinations are going to come up with your health. And I always notice with the full moon, things come to a rise. Whatever, and I'll say this every full moon, things come to a rise. Whatever the hell you've been doing all week, whatever your beauty routine is, you've been using cheap makeup, your pimple will come this weekend, all right? You're using cheap makeup on your face, Libra, because this is Venus on the face. Don't go cheap on your body, all right? So that's a lesson for Libra. And also, we've had a Mercury retrograde, so maybe you bought something cheap and you were like, oh, this is so cute during the retrograde. And now you're like, oh no, this necklace is so cheap and it's making my neck break out. And now I gotta go to the doctor and get all this stuff, all right? So full moon in the 6th house, Venus in the first, take care of your physical body. Take ultimate care of it, because you will be challenged with some things, rewards or bad karma for not taking care of yourself. All right, and it will affect, and we want to say it's a good thing because this is a good full moon. So we want to say rewards for taking care of yourself, like a new sense of beauty. Maybe now you're glowing. Maybe now you're glowing. Okay, all right. So Scorpio, full moon in the 5th house. Oh, I'm almost done. Scorpio, full moon in the 5th house. This is where, Scorpio, you are understanding, right? Where is it that I need to be seeking pleasure? Because sometimes we get pleasure from really crappy things that are very unhealthy to us and that don't do anything for us. But here, you know, Scorpio, you're really understanding how you can seek pleasure. How you can seek pleasure doing spiritual things. Remember, this is in Pisces. Doing creative things. Maybe it might be time to start writing, Scorpio, or connecting to the other side in some type of artistic manner. You know, and there's ways to do that. Venus is in the 12th house. So full moon in the 5th, Venus in the 12th. Venus in the 12th, somebody is crushing on you, Scorpio Ascendant. Somebody is crushing on you pretty hard. But it all depends on you. Or you could be crushing on somebody really hard as well. But this full moon right now, you've decided whether you want to continue on with this crush, whether it's for you or whether it's not for you, probably. Whether it's you feeling someone crushing on you from the side on this love shit, or, excuse my language, or it's you crushing on somebody and you either decide, you know what, yeah, I want to pursue this, I want to keep going with this, or you say, you know what, this person isn't available enough for me, I can love them from afar unconditionally. This is definitely a big unconditional love experience for you, Scorpio. I mean, beautiful, because you got Jupiter in Scorpio right now. You have this full moon that's in your 5th house is conjuncting Neptune. This should be a really special time for you, Scorpio. I know some Scorpios are going through it really hard. Some have squares to their Venuses and moons and stuff. So I know it doesn't always apply to everybody. But try to use this energy the best you can, Scorpio, because you're really on that spiritual plane. You're in that, you know, spiritual cool kid group, all right? Use it. Use that power to get revelations and understand what's going on a deeper level. Sagittarius, the moon is in the 4th house. So therefore, with the 4th house moon, we're wrapping up the past. This is a deep, deep past wrap up. Maybe subconscious, you know, past lives you're wrapping up. You know, you need to kind of really come to some conclusions here, Sagittarius. Venus is in your 11th house as well. So, I mean, you know, there could also be a Scorpio, yes, Sagittarius. I only had to double check because I'm like, I don't feel like that's me. And I'm not even, all right, anyway, but I go through this, on these videos, I'm doing Placidus. I mean, I'm doing equal house, but when I do my reading stuff, I use Placidus house. So just saying, you know what I mean, when I talked about that, if that made sense. But for Sagittarius, Venus is in the 11th house, 11th-ish house. So for Sagittarius, for you, you know, it's about the friendships. Are friendships bringing us pleasure? Are they bringing us happiness? Because if they're not, you might have to let it go. All right? Moon is in the 4th house, and I know you want to be home. Moon is on mom, Sagittarius. Moon is on those things that feel nurturing to us, those things that feel safe, right? Do you feel safe? Do you feel at home? Do you feel secure with your life and with yourself, Sagittarius Ascendant? And this moon is in Pisces. It's so cute. You know, they keep making the noise, but I can't see them. If you're going to make that damn noise, I want to see you. I like looking at the animals. See? He's messing with me. He's talking now. All right, so, yeah, Sagittarius, getting real comfy in the home space, really deciding what you want to do in the home. Do you feel emotionally secure? What do you need to do? And thinking about mother and nurturing, right? Where are you getting nurtured? Are you getting nurtured, Sagittarius? And if not, I hope that you go to Venus in your 11th house where your friends are, because there probably are some nice friends that could come around, or you have the ability to make some really nice friends that help you, maybe even some lovers through friends. Friends can help you find love as well. Capricorn. Whew, 2 more to go. Capricorn, okay? Capricorn, the full moon is going in your 3rd house. Communications could be coming to a conclusion. Capricorn's been going through a lot. There's some mean-ass Capricorns out there. I can't stand y'all sometimes. Stop being so mean, Capricorns. But anyway, moon in the 3rd house. This is where we're wrapping up some communications. Maybe it's time to kind of quit talking to people. Maybe someone has crossed their verbal boundaries with you and you're like, you know what? You know what? It's over. Okay? Now, this is where we might have to cut off some communications. We might have to change in the way in which we are communicating with others. All right? You also have Venus in your 10th. So, you know, this is a nice elevation. This is a nice rise to the reputation, maybe. Maybe somebody's saying some really nice stuff about you, even though, or maybe, you know, you've opened up your communication. Maybe you're nurturing. Maybe you decided to stop being so damn mean, Capricorn, and you started speaking hope. You started speaking spiritually uplifting things to other people, right? And now that's changed your reputation, and now you're not a mean-ass Capricorn anymore. Now you're a nicer Capricorn that has compassion and kindness in you. Because there's balance there. Just because you're a Capricorn doesn't mean you don't have any water in your chart. You can soften up. It's all right. But, I mean, easier said than done. I'm definitely one of those people that, you know, I'm a performer. You know, I try to put it on the best that I can, the most pleasing way that I can, regardless of what's going on inside. You got to keep working. You know, of course, you know, things still hurt, but I don't got no time to sit there. Why not? Why not just make a video? Why not just keep going? You know, because life is already hard. Make it easier for yourself and stay busy. Aquarius, the full moon is in your 2nd house, so you finally came to some conclusions about how you gonna make this money, right? How you gonna make this money? Maybe you finally felt your way through it. And I say feel your way through it because Pisces rules intuition. Using your intuition is to knowing where to get that money, where to earn that income. There is a new sense of value in being nurtured. Find that value. Find someone valuable to nurture you right now. Moon is in the 2nd house. What is soothing? What is really soothing to the soul right now? Or really the heart? What's soothing for you? Aquarius. You know, what are you taking in? Aquarius might be binge eating ice cream right now this weekend. If you're doing it, Aquarius, shout out to you. If you just totally wanted to indulge in yourself with this moon in the 2nd house. And Venus is in the 9th. So this is a traveling with a partner, Aquarius. Definitely travel with your partner, or you know, explore the world, do foreign things, go to a foreign restaurant together. All right, Venus in the 9th house, go to a foreign restaurant together. If you're in a relationship, if you're not in a relationship, go to a foreign restaurant and maybe you can meet somebody. Go somewhere foreign. All those things happen. And just because, like I said, Venus is in your 9th house doesn't mean you're going to meet someone from Saudi Arabia or from some Brazilian beautiful island. It doesn't always mean that, but it could. It absolutely could. The 9th house does rule far away, foreign places. And lastly, Pisces. The moon is going to be in your 1st house. Okay, Venus is going to be in the 8th, so this is going to be a pretty deep full moon for you, Pisces. You are in the spotlight. Everybody's talking about you, probably. Everybody's thinking about you for good or for worse. You know, the body is very, very sensitive. Already a Pisces ascendant, you're like a sponge. You're a walking sponge with a Pisces ascendant. So with that being said, be careful what you're taking in. Pisces might seem like the one that's going to nurture you these days, Pisces ascendant. Maybe I'll go find some of them. With the moon in my 4th house, I'm going to go look for a Pisces to go hug. So anyway, so Pisces, this full moon being in your 1st house, definitely taking care of yourself, taking care of your body. The spotlight is on you. All your emotions are probably going to be coming to the surface and everybody's going to be able to see them. All right, emotional people may be coming to you to get some type of solace. You know, some type of comfort from you. You might feel like I said, you're the nurturing one. You are where the moon is. You know, where people are seeking that security. Okay, are you going to provide it or not? That's in your chart. That's up to you. You could be a jerk, all unbalanced, just jacking people up. Who knows? Or you could really truly be like a, you know, awesome, you know, mama on a mountaintop that's helping people. You know, it could be something like that. Venus is in the 8th house. It's that time where you can get other people's help, and other people's wealth can come and help you out as well. Venus in the 8th, look to the occult world. You will absolutely find some things that you love. Go to a psychic shop, go somewhere like that, and you might even find some love there. You might find some love there. All right, it's getting hot, and I'm glad I came out here just in time. I'm gonna go to this Indian restaurant that I really like from my house, or maybe not, because I'm trying to start a detox. So I got it. You know, you got to ease into that detox. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. It wasn't easy to come up here and give it to you, but I gave it to you. All right, I gave it to you, and I hope I broke it down as well. Wishing everybody the best of luck in love and in life and all that good stuff. And I hope you have a lovely week. Mars is going to be going forward tomorrow. So that's a whole nother video in itself I'll be making. And then, yeah, Mars is going forward. Saturn is going to be going forward the following week. So I know a lot of people are just like ready for a change and a release. And a lot of what has been going on this summer, the energy of this summer, you know, has been really intense. This is, for me, the best and the worst summer I've ever had. Straight up. And, okay. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And I hope you guys have a great week. Take care.